There are those who may tell you that there is nothing to fear in the dark. That we are all merely afraid of our own shadows. Well, I'd like to tell you a story. It's about the dark and what lurks there. It's about death. Because I know all about death.
In future, keep your thoughts to yourself, because I don't need to hear them. You don't need to come around here telling me what I should and should not do, okay?
This one of your new works, is it?
Yeah, it is, and it's probably going to make me very, very, very wealthy. Smell that. It stinks. Let's all make a mess, shall we? Put them over there.
You know, you've got a real problem.
Hey, Andrew, I'm sorry. Sorry.
You're pathetic.
Very, very wealthy.
Police today announced a curfew in an attempt to curb the wave of rioting that has rocked the capital over the last 3 nights. The death toll is said to be...
Happy now.
Martin? Martin?
Rioting swept through the city for the 5th successive day. Police report the death toll may rise into double figures if the situation isn't swiftly
Already? I wasn't expecting this for another month at least.
I was inspired. You complaining?
Me? No, never. Never complain, never object. I just do the deals.
Well, you won't have any trouble selling that piece of crap. Has everything they want. Enough blood to drown in.
This crap is what's made you as rich as you are today, old son. Look, Martin, I know it's none of my business. Why don't you take some time off?
I've work to do. Another book.
There is such a thing as saturating the marketplace with your genius. Besides, it is the signing of your last masterpiece today.
Can't do it. I have a prior engagement.
Wait a minute, Martin. Do you know how long it took me to persuade those snobs at the Times to take your stuff seriously? When they offered to underwrite this event,
Today's the funeral, Mickey. Don't worry. The next one will be the clincher. I'll put you right there, in the mind of the killer. They'll eat it up. Even the Times.
Andrew Harris is young, talented, yet savagely taken from us. We must search our inner selves. For this is not a time for bravery or a stiff upper lip. This is a time for honesty. He was a good man, Martin. He will be missed. Not just by you, although it may seem like that at present.
Thanks, Michael.
Oh, Martin. Try to share your grief. None of us was meant to bear this burden alone.
My condolences, Mr. Harris. I'm very sorry.
Very sorry. Is that the best you can offer, Inspector? You're sorry. Well, isn't that fine? Isn't that grand?
You know, we're doing our best.
Yeah, you're doing your best and getting precisely nowhere. Do you know, the last time I called your office, nobody even knew who I was.
Now, that is unfortunate. But then again, we are very busy.
My condolences. There's always an excuse, isn't there?
Hello?
Hi.
I wanted to come. When I heard...
So, you changed your number. New number, new life. Hope it's what you wanted.
Look, I didn't come here for a fight, Martin.
No. No more fights, eh? I argued with Andrew that night, you know? Some bullshit row about nothing. Waste. If we hadn't argued, I'd know that maybe he'd be...
No. No, you mustn't blame yourself. This could have happened to anyone. You can't take responsibility when people lose someone they love.
Please, Caroline. Don't put any of that analyst crap on me now. Not now. You know, I'm not one of your bloody patients. I don't need you poking around inside my head anymore. I never did.
I didn't come here for that either.
No, right.
You never did let people in, did you? You know, I came here because I was scared that you might withdraw inside yourself and never come out. And that would be the kind of waste that Andrew was afraid of. Don't get lost in the dark, Martin. Don't get lost in the dark, Martin.
Caroline is mine. Martin, it's me. It's Andrew. Set me free. Please. You are the master of the words. Somebody! Finish your book. You must finish your book. Finish your book. Finish your book.
Where are you, Andrew?
Finish your book.
It's me, Andrew.
Please!
Martin, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
How long have you been like this?
A week, 2, 4. What does it matter? Drink.
I came here to discuss your book.
So what are you now? A literary critic?
This is more than just some creepy novel, Martin. This is a catalogue of everything evil and perverse that man is capable of.
I mean, you must be joking. I mean, that doesn't even scratch the surface. I didn't know that you had the stomach for this kind of stuff. What's your real game? Are you trying to pick my brains again?
Look, I was worried. And yes, in my opinion, this is not the work of a balanced personality, Martin.
Balanced? It's fantasy, Caroline. It's make-believe bullshit for the sicko suckers out there. Don't get taken in at my genius for juggling adjectives.
No, wait a minute. This has nothing to do with your talent. It's the subject matter.
Okay. Enlighten me.
You paint a picture of the world going mad, darkness falling over everything. Nothing matters. There's no morals, no remorse, no hope. And this dark figure that you make the lead character, the Slayer, well, the story seems to be written from his point of view, as if you know him.
Really? It's junk. I told you. There is no such thing as the bogeyman. I mean, it's just a symbol, for God's sake. You should know all about that Freudian crap.
Don't you see? Your special voice is coming out only in the personality of the killer. You don't care about the victims. I mean, they're just sheep to the slaughter. Oh, yes, and as graphically as possible.
So what? Most people are sheep. I'm just a whore, Callie. I write about chaos and death because that is all that will satisfy their lust. You know? They can't get enough. Enough blood. Enough death. Enough murder. They just wallow in it like pigs in the dirt and keep coming back for more.
Oh.
And yeah, I created the Slayer, the ultimate monster, the essence of evil that can kill even in your dreams.
Oh, can't you see how this is affecting you? I mean, look at this place.
So I'll get a cleaner.
You know, this might just have started off as a fantasy, Martin. But I think you're becoming obsessive.
Obsessive?
No, you can't see the good in anything anymore. You know, there is light as well as dark.
Light? What light? My light went out the night Andrew was murdered. Ever since then, I've been dreaming the same dreams, again and again, hearing his voice calling to me again and again.
Look, I know that you don't want to hear this from me, but I think you're having a breakdown, Martin. You need help. Please, let me help you.
I'm not sick. I'm not ill. There is nothing wrong with me. It's everything else. Everyone else. You know, a sickness right down to the soul. You know. Read between those lines, Callie. You know, you'll see. I see it in my dreams. And I see the way. This is it, Callie. This is the one. Nobody, but nobody, will sleep innocently again once they read this. Enjoy.
You have got to recognize what's happening to you.
Thanks for the consultation, Doc. Send me the bill. It's tax deductible for writers, you know.
Well, forget it. If you just refuse to see it, then I can't help you. You always were a stubborn bastard.
You must finish your book.
I've done it.
Finish your book.
It's a little extreme, isn't it? Even for you.
Well, how extreme can it get?
This puts the reader right inside the killer's mind, all right. But who wants to wade through the sewer?
Come off it, Mickey. They can't get enough of it. Trust me. I mean, let's face it, for most of them, the sewer is upwardly mobile.
All right. All right, I'll publish and be damned. I've got nothing to lose, have I?
Just make sure it's in the shops by New Year, okay? That is the closing statement of the 20th lousy century.
Martin.
Hey! You've made my day gorgeous vision. What's the matter? Professional opinion time. You've got something on your mind and you don't want to burden me with it because you know I'm up to my eyeballs. But you're going to anyway because I'm a saint in disguise. Oh dear. Old wounds.
I'm really worried about him, Brian. You've treated him. He trusted you. Look, I've tried, but he won't listen to me.
What makes you think he'll listen to me? After all, you two were...
Brian. Anyway, we were just going round in circles.
My dear old mother used to tell me that circular journeys very often bring you back to the place that you wanted to be in the first place, but never knew it.
Brian, he needs psychiatric counselling and not marriage guidance.
These days, he could afford to see anybody he wanted to. He was always out there, Callie. Always a bit off the beam. And this trauma with his brother. I don't think I can do any good, even for you.
No, please, Brian, you've got to help me. Look, he is obsessed with death and murder. He's lost hope. And if he doesn't get it back, he'll lose everything else. Look, you are the only man I know who can help him find it again.
Oh, well. The healing hand, eh?
Thanks, boss.
Hey, don't think you're getting off night shift duties. I've still got a department to run, you know.
It is indeed a distressing commentary on today's society that this book should have sold so many millions of copies. And I have to say, I condemn it. I condemn it as a perverse, I might even say evil
trademark
document.
of an exploitation specialist. It's an insidious and corrupting influence on our young people.
For the readership what it wants. They want to be scared. They want to be taken on a roller coaster ride. I take them on that trip, right down into the pit.
It's your best book yet, Mr. Harris. It's the scariest thing I've ever read.
You enjoy being scared, do you?
Of course. This is different. It's like killing must be for the killer. Sharing that experience. The thrill of it. You know, the rush.
Yeah, but not the consequence, eh? You can always wake up, can't you?
Martin. Help me, please. For God's sake, help me. Please. Please, Martin, please. Oh, no.
Are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've just got to go.
Andrew? Where are you? I did it, Andrew. I finished the book. Where are you?
Welcome, Martin. Don't be afraid, please. I'm a friend. My name is McCrea. Dr. McCrea.
What is this place?
This was my vocation. And my home. Many years ago. Now I've returned. Returned to show you the way.
Sorry, no, not Andrew.
Where's Andrew?
Do you not wish to hear what he has to say? I'm sure you will find it most interesting.
Don't go yet, Martin. I've got news for you. You're going to be famous. Driven is going to make you the most famous author in the world. It will sell more copies than the Bible.
Just shut up. Where's Andrew? Where's my brother? Where is he?
Careful, Martin. In my best professional opinion, you need to relax more. Tension will kill you, you know.
Where's Andrew? Shut up.
Where's my brother? Where is he? Where is he?
Dr. Hall. Yeah, that's right. Oh, look, can't they see the duty consult? Who? All right, I'll be right down.
Calm down. If you don't,
Hall.
I shall have to call
Caroline
security.
Hall.
Please.
Dr. Hall.
I have called for a doctor now. I'm sorry, he insisted on seeing you. It's all right.
Caroline, please help me. Please, you've got to help me. I don't know what's happening.
Martin, it's all right, okay? Look, we'll go somewhere and you can tell me all about it, okay?
And the dreams just keep getting worse, more real, more threatening, like a warning.
Against what?
I don't know. I can't tell what's real anymore. There's a doctor. He said his name was McCrea. He's there in my head, taunting me. Driven. It's all related to the book, to Driven. I dreamt the story before I wrote it, and now it's all coming true. I saw a little girl in my dreams. She was killed. And tonight, I think it was tonight, I saw Brian die too. Died by my hands, Callie. I strangled him.
No, it was all in your mind, Martin. It wasn't for real.
There's a pattern. The slayer, the killer, has to kill 7 people. 7 souls who represent the 7 virtues. Virtues that keep us all safe from the darkness.
Right, in your story, yes, but not for real.
No, not just in the story. Listen to me, please. The first to die is a little girl. Her virtue is innocence. The second is a doctor. He represents comfort for all those that are ill. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Martin, you have to calm down, okay? Now, look, just concentrate on being here. Being safe. In the hospital. Okay?
I'm not crazy, Callie. I'm not. I'm afraid. Afraid I don't know where I was when that little girl died. Or how I got down to the river when I went to sleep at my place. How do I know I'm not making the book come true?
I'll prove to you that this was all a dream.
Hello, old chap.
Brian.
See? Martin, it's okay.
I'm fine.
Whatever you imagined, it isn't real.
But the little girl,
I don't know about the little girl. Perhaps some nut stole it from the novel. The truth is, you'll need rest and care. You're safe here. You're in good hands.
Well, how is he?
Okay, manic depressive. That's no surprise. Stress, bereavement, trauma, part of the territory. It's this borderline psychosis about the book thing. That's the cruncher. He hasn't gone yet. We'll get him back. Time, eh?
Oh, with your bedside manner, you should be a doctor. Oh, and get some rest yourself, okay?
Later. Work. Never enough time, is there?
Sleep. What was that?
Madness. Bloody madness. Everything's falling apart.
Brian. Brian?
Do it now. Do you really expect me to buy all this?
Look, I have told you everything I remember.
Doctor.
Excuse me, please.
You see the vultures gathering? How long before they get wind of this nutcase theory of yours? Is that what you're waiting for?
I told you. I saw all this happen. I saw Brian die in my dreams. Now Brian...
All I see is you trying to cash in on all the madness that's going on. How many bloody books do you need to sell?
Do you really think I wanted this to happen?
I think there's a sick mind out there taking your obsession to heart. Maybe we ought to continue this down the station.
If you're so convinced I did this, why don't you arrest me now?
Excuse me, Mr. Hatton. My patient was under medication and therefore clinically unable to kill. Now, that's my professional opinion. Do you want to challenge that in court?
I'm sorry, Doctor. Did I say anything about him killing anybody? Did I?
You're just going to ignore everything I said until more people die, aren't you?
I don't know if you've noticed, but, you know, violent crime is at an all-time high. We're stretched beyond our limits. And now we're dealing with some copycat killer mimicking your lousy book. I need to talk to you in the next few days. Until then, keep your mouth shut. Try not to stir up any more hysteria.
It's not me who's causing it.
Martin, I'll just cause more trouble.
Callie, I just need to get out of here. Let's just move away. You do believe me, don't you? About what happened back there?
If you say that what's happened, then I believe you. Just now, you need some rest. Oh, God. I just can't take it in.
You and Brian, you were close, weren't you?
He was one of the most kindest, warmest, most positive...
Were you in love with him?
Is that all you can think of? Brian's dead, Martin. And however ill you are, stop thinking of yourself for once.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Andrew driving me to finish the book. But it wasn't. I know that now. It was something else. I can feel it. It's not just in the dreams anymore. Stop the car. Stop here.
What the hell are you doing? Martin!
I have to check something out. I'll call you, okay?
What? You've got more front than Westminster Abbey coming in here with a story like that.
Well?
Well, it is all a joke, isn't it? It is another stunt for a new book.
It's no joke, Sam. Listen, if you help me with this, I'll get you 2 crates of Jack Daniels.
Likely bloody story. All right, if it means that much.
Thanks.
So, What exactly are we looking for?
Patterns. Patterns like in Driven. People have killed their victims according to some plan, some greater motive.
Well, chill out a bit, because this may take some time.
With violent crime spiralling to levels before never seen, the Church today asked, what is the hope for the new millennium?
What are the government doing? They can't keep control of the situation.
Killed 18 people in the center of Moscow this morning.
The world is falling into chaos, with crime levels spiraling out of control. What hope do our children have for the future?
Britain today declared war on Germany.
It's almost as if civilization is deteriorating.
We're not going forward, we're going backwards. We're spiraling towards oblivion.
That's all there is. In 1899, a serial killer struck across London. He killed 6 people, all pillars of society. He was as bad as Jack the Ripper, except for some reason the case never got the same notoriety. There's this bloke, McCrayer.
McCrayer?
Yeah.
McCrayer?
Yeah, he gets a mention in connection with it.
There's no other reference to it?
It's just a cut and paste job. Refers back to a much older case before our time. The records don't go back that far.
What about the British Library records?
Oh. What do you want, blood? All right. Another couple of hours won't make any difference. Come on. Voila.
Stop, back. That's it. The police finally tracked him down after witness came forward. McCrayer was a doctor at St. George's, but it used to be an asylum.
St. George's? Isn't that where your, Caroline, you know?
Yeah, it is, sir. When they tracked McCrayer back to the hospital, they found the evidence. He was unveiled as a devil worshipper, used his practice to pick up mentally ill victims for ritual sacrifice.
Oh, charming.
He was exposed and hung only after escalating his killing spree to the outside. The victims he picked.
Oh, the first victim being of innocent and untouched youth, Mary McIntyre was but days short of her 9th birthday when her life was tragically taken. Fellow physician and surgeon tragically lost to the medical profession by the hand of a monster in human guise.
It's happening again, Sam. Patterns repeating itself.
And you dreamed all this? You've never seen any of this stuff before?
Everything I wrote about. The madness, the sickness, everything.
It's the same. The same as in the book. The same thing that is going on out there right now. Don't you get it? Each of these 7 little deaths is one more step into the pit, into the dark. When all 7 virtues are extinguished, the darkness will rule over all.
Okay, Martin, just a minute, okay? Right, this stuff is real, I accept that. But there isn't any mad, ghostly doctor running around killing people. I mean, you must have just heard the story and subconsciously incorporated it into your own. And there's some sick mind out there trying to copy your patterns of killings, and well, just like Hatton said...
Hatton has his head stuck up in police procedure. He can't even accept the responsibility...
No, nor can I.
Oh, great!
I came here to help you deal with your obsessions.
Obsessions? More obsessions?
Not to give in to them. All of this is just... it's just desperation.
It is not just desperation.
It's just a way of you trying to justify your illness.
That's crap. Science can't answer everything.
No, that's true. Science doesn't answer everything, but I think that you want this to be true.
You're as bad as Hatton.
I am trying to help you, Martin.
You're trying to help. Well, I need someone who can listen. The only help you can offer me right now is to take you and go and play little doctors somewhere else.
Are are you doing?
Out.
What? Touch me? Martin!
The government today announced tightening measures to deal with the increasing levels of civil unrest. Under the conditions of the Emergency Powers Act, curfew times are to be brought forward from 10 p.m. to 9 p.m. from Sunday onwards. And finally, politics and pop joined forces today as rock star Tony Torrance and leading politician Anne Braithwaite led the way for a Millennium Anti-Drugs concert in aid of Tony's charity. Tony, won't your fans think it's a bit odd you teaming up with the authorities like this?
Nah, not really. It's a universal problem, isn't it? So long as the message gets across, who cares?
Anne Braithwaite, tipped to be the first Prime Minister of the new century, was blasted by one MP, accusing her of using this to attract more votes.
Kids are dying, turning to crime to fight their habits. You don't have to be up for election to care about that.
What's she like? Well, you better watch your step, mate. She bites. She's gonna clean up all this chaos we see all over the place. I'd vote for
Now, your friend, Harris, and his theory about...
No, we are not talking about Harris. We are talking about some sick mind out there who is taking Martin's work to heart. And we owe it to Brian and to that little girl to try and find out wherever they are.
You really care for him, don't you? Well, let me give you some advice. You won't help him by joining in with his loopy fantasies.
Phil, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dr. Hall was just leaving, sir.
Dr. Hall. Chief Constable Myers. I'm very sorry about the loss of your colleague. I knew him slightly. He was a good man.
Yeah, he was. Thank you. Well, I'll just leave you two experts to it then. Good evening, Mr. Myers.
Season's greetings, Doctor. You are tailing them both.
Absolutely.
Bad news from the hospital, too, I hear.
Sod all from forensics. It's driving us round a twist.
The bloody mess everything's in at the moment. We can't afford to lose good men like Brian Chappell. He treated my youngest, you know. A long time ago now. Well, look, I'll try and get a couple of extra bodies for you, okay?
It would help, Gov. You know, everyone's doing a double shift just to keep a tight lid on this one.
Sure. Well, leave it with me, Phil. The Home Office will scream blue murder, but sod them, eh?
Yeah. Sod them.
Welcome, Martin.
Why are you doing this?
You must accept what you've done, Martin, and who you are. You are the enunciator of the new order. A new century beckons.
So who's next?
Well, now, that would spoil the surprise. Such concern all of a sudden for the innocents. They're doomed because of you.
I'll fight you any way I can.
Fight me?
100 years I've waited to fulfill the pact I made. Now you must do likewise. Wealth and fame are yours because of the book. Because of all the books. Did you believe there'd be no price to pay, Martin? 5 more souls. Nothing less will satisfy the Master.
Oh, for God's sake.
You have embraced the darkness. Now it will embrace you.
please, God, for love of God, you've got to help, please.
Calm down.
I've seen
What
it.
is
I've
it?
seen it. I've seen it not just in parables, not just in books, not in my imagination, but for real. I've seen it for real.
Seen what, Martin?
Evil, evil. I've seen evil, evil. I've seen evil.
After what happened to Andrew, I couldn't see the good in anything or anyone anymore. I just wanted everyone to feel how I felt. The rage, the helplessness, the fear.
Martin, your work, whilst I cannot condone it, is not of itself evil. The evil that men do comes from within their own hearts, just as the good does. You cannot allow yourself to believe your thoughts and dreams have become reality.
These people really are dead. I didn't imagine that. I don't think I can stop this thing. He's gonna make me carry out his whole sick game. And I won't be strong enough to save anyone.
Salvation is the provision of our Lord. Trust in his grace, Martin. He'll show you the way back to the light.
What light?
Your soul is tormented, my son, by questions you cannot answer. You must purge your own demons. It's not easy these days to blame Old Testament devils for the evils of the world. Wherever you look, it seems evil is gaining ground. But we must have faith, my son. Try to get some sleep. Consider what I've said, my son. Come back tomorrow. If you still feel the same, I will ask the bishop's permission to perform the exorcism as you wish.
Okay. I'm not mad, Michael. It's real. All of it.
You sure you'll be all right?
I'll be fine. Thanks.
God bless you. Oh, give us strength, O Lord. For if our faith should falter for an instant, then we are lost.
Well, why don't you just come right in?
Martin Harris, you're required for questioning. Should you refuse to cooperate, you will be arrested and charged with obstruction. Do you understand?
What is this? What's going on? What do you want?
Your friend, the priest, was murdered last night. Church burnt down. Sound familiar? You, saw him just a few hours ago, didn't you? That's it. Take him away. Wouldn't want you to catch a death now, would we?
Just leave it!
He knew me and my brother since we were kids. I went there for help. What possible reason would I have to harm him? Have you listened to a single word I've said?
Yes. I've heard everything. Interview suspended, 5:27 p.m.
you okay?
He was a friend, Callie. Now, because of me, he's dead.
You're not responsible.
How do you know? Another virtue's gone. Faith. I've had faith enough for everyone.
Do you buy this amnesia bit?
Well, he's either faking it or he really is balmy.
Let him go, Phil.
Gov, just a few more hours and I'll have him.
You've got nothing on him and you know it. Now, if you ask me, he's as twisted as one of his books, but nothing more. Let him go.
Yes. Well, sign here, Doctor, and he's all yours.
I can't believe you're signing that.
You can count yourself lucky. You're released into her care.
You can laugh this off, Hatton, or you can put it down to any sick publicity stunt you'd like.
Come on.
But the fact is, 4 more people are going to die!
Yes, and all because it says so in your nice little book.
Yeah, and I can tell you who 2 of those people will be. The singer, Torrance, and Anne Braithwaite, the MP.
Yeah? Well, if anything does happen to them, we'll know where to look then, won't we?
Okay, enough. Now, come on, Martin.
They're next, Hatton. Do you hear me? They're next. Torrance and Braithwaite. I warned you.
Or to be on stage with an act like that.
This rock singer, Tony Torrance, he's playing tonight at that big anti-drugs benefit in the West End. And Anne Braithwaite's there too, waving the flag. Could be just a coincidence.
Yes, thank you, Jones. What we'll do, sir, is I'll contact the duty sergeant and we'll send in as many of our own people as we possibly can.
Good.
How did you know, Martin, about those people you mentioned?
Didn't you know? I'm a ruthless psychopathic killer. I know exactly who I'm going to slaughter next.
Right, that's it. I've had enough of your self-pitying crap. I mean, what do you think I'm here for? And you just throw it back in my face. What? It's because I care. Because I...
I'm sorry, Callie. I didn't know. I just spent so much time trying to forget about what we had together. And, okay, I never, but ever, thought you'd leave me. And then you did. Even then, I couldn't persuade myself that I was to blame. I put it on you. I was wrong. Okay. I was too busy trying to get rich and famous and...
We had the same lives, Martin. Same dreams, but just explored them different ways. When I came to Andrew's funeral the other day, I didn't realize it would hurt so much. And... oh, God, I have missed you.
Hey, maybe we can try again. If you get through this.
You really believe the world would come to an end if those people died, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So what are we talking, Torrance and Braithwaite?
They somehow represent the 2 virtues, charity and hope. Torrance works for charity. Braithwaite promises hope for the future. Do you see?
But police won't let you near them.
They don't know what they're dealing with. They can't stop this thing.
Okay, let me get this straight. You really believe that this thing can somehow take on, what, some physical farm and kill people here in the real world.
Call it Macrea, call it the Slayer, any name you want. But it's here, in my mind. And with each death, it's getting stronger. And if it's making me kill people, please, Callie, we have to...
Well, if warning them will prove to yourself that it isn't you, then we'll go. Then, we'll let the police deal with it. Look, you were too.
Torrance, the charity concert.
I want a sweet, funky, sexy thing. I want to watch you when you do your thing. I don't need a fine line to make me feel neat. I don't need an electric line, no, when you turn on the heat. When you move, you're so sexy, I want you from my head to my feet. I don't need no sweet talk to hint at my needs. A shape like yours brings a man to his knees. It crossed my mind how good this could be. So let me take you, please, just beyond ecstasy. When you move, you're so sexy, I want you from my head to my feet. When you move, you're so sexy, I want you from my head to my feet. Move, you're so sexy, I want you head to feet.
Cheers, thank you. Right, there'll be another one along in a minute. Right now, we need more dosh. I don't care if it's 10,000 quid or 10p. It all adds up. It's going to get our kids off the biggest killer in their lives, so keep it coming. It's the season of giving, right? So keep it coming!
Lover up again to rain, acting as if she didn't care.
You tell me, Brad, you know, how long it's going to take you to locate Chief Constable Myers? Yeah, well, I've been trying to contact him for hours now. Where is he? No. Just tell him I called.
Thought you might need perking up, sir.
Jones, this tea has no sugar.
Oh, sorry, sir.
But thank you.
Still a lot getting hold of the chief.
No.
Sir, that theory Harris came out with about the murderer killing off all the virtues, like in his book, wasn't one of them security? I mean, as in law and order. Here. The victim is a judge who sticks his neck out for reforms in the law. And they knew that once he had gone, there would be no safety or security to be found in the disintegrating world. The rule of law was over. The night was closing in. I know it's far-fetched, but Chief Constable Myers is the closest we have to...
Don't rush, brother, don't rush. Do not hasten unto oblivion. The end is coming fast enough. The judgment is upon us all. On that night, all will be found wanting.
The end is coming, brother. The light is fading. Here comes the night.
He who is not holy is guilty. Turn and praise the end. Home, and there shall be no
Martin?
Come on, Terry, now I can't read.
You'll soon learn when you see these figures. You did it, Tony. Beat your own target by zillions. Check it out.
Eddie. Tony. Yeah, you heard? Good. Right, I wanted to get moving on that shelter program now. Yeah. You should see these figures, you know. Yeah? Yeah, I know, I remember that. No, we do that in the summer. Yeah. Get Frankie tea, lots. Yeah.
Oh my God, Martin.
I didn't do it. I found him. I tried to revive him.
I don't know what to believe.
We're getting out of here now.
No, 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 don't you
Kelly!
run! I'm gonna make you look guiltier.
Look at me, Kelly!
No, I think you should think about turning yourself in. I think it's your best defense. Then maybe
Kelly.
they'll start to believe
Kelly,
you.
no one is going to accept that I tried to revive him. They're going to think exactly what you did. Now let me go.
You decent, boss?
Wait!
New Year's Eve. That's it, that's why. He's almost out of time, just like it was 100 years ago. The eve of the 20th century, only now it's one day away from the 21st and what he's got planned for all...
George! Come on! Breathe. Breathe. Come on.
Braithwaite.
No.
I've got to get to Braithwaite.
No, no, you are going nowhere. So you take these, okay? And I will go and see if the coast is clear, okay? I'll be 1 minute. Now don't you move, Martin, okay? 1 minute, okay?
Hello, Martin. Are you pining for me? Oh, I'm close now. So very, very close. The walls are tumbling down, Martin. Crumbling.
things are not so very different today than they were 100 years ago, aren't they? Those pathetic fools that you now value so highly still lust and steal and cheat, kill. The virtues are redundant, Martin, aren't they? Aren't they? Just as you wrote it. And I'm killing them, one by one. Too late for hope, Martin. Time is ticking away towards the end of this bloody, barbaric century.
Braithwaite. Braithwaite.
Good evening, Harris.
McCrae!
You're spending the new year in a cell, and you're gonna stay there for as long as I can keep you. Get him out of here.
McCrae! Braithwaite's dead! McCrae!
He did the right thing, you know? Natty's a fruitcake.
It's not why I did it. Ugh.
This is ridiculous, Chief Inspector. Those in my position cannot afford to give in to intimidation.
Yes, but in light of what's happened to Tony Torrance, I think the risk is unacceptable. I mean, even though Harris is locked up behind bars, his crazy followers are still out there. Now, if I can just persuade you to cancel any public appearances, I mean, just for now, just until we...
Look, you have your men outside my door. You have others babysitting my husband and my daughter. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, Chief Inspector, and I have a date with my young constituents to open the festivities. A date I will keep, threat or not.
I'm so sorry, Martin. Hatton saw me and I thought this would be for your own good. At least in here, you're safe and no one can touch you and no one can accuse you of anything.
I know why you did it, Callie. But it won't make any difference. What I really need now is for you to believe me.
Want to. I mean, I tried, and Torrance is dead, and oh God, I don't know what to do anymore.
Find his resting place, the place where his spirit resides. Then you've just gotta stop him somehow. But stop him before midnight, or it's all over. Midnight, Callie.
All right. I'll try.
Myers was strung up like a side of beef. It'd take more than Harris on his own to do that.
Look, keep the rumours to yourselves. The Gov's going ballistic over this, and we've got nothing to go on.
You bastard. I just heard that your boss was killed last night. Now, you know Martin was with me, so he couldn't have done it.
Doesn't explain Torrance, though, does it?
So what about Braithwaite? According to Martin, tonight is the last night.
I pulled this out of the archives. Now, somebody has taken on the identity of this dead nutter, and they're running around killing good people. That's it. No ghosts, no bogeymen. And the #1 suspect safely under lock and key.
Well, I believe him. And if you won't accept it, maybe Braithwaite will.
Nothing is going to happen to me.
Do you remember what happened to Tony?
I see Tony's face everywhere I look. He really wanted to make a difference. So do I, Caroline. You may not believe this, but I don't get a kick out of sticking my neck out. It goes with the job, that's all.
Good evening. Oh, grief. Grief weakens the mind so, don't you think? Your brother, Martin, was not killed by some anonymous assassin. I killed him, Martin. I. And you know me. You know me for what I am. I am the beast inside all of you waiting to get out. You bastard. I have watched you for many years. I have watched you from the shadows. Watched you as you explored the dark territory beyond nightmares. Your gift helped to bring about the public anxiety and hysteria that made my return possible. And for this I give you thanks. Tonight, the penultimate sacrifice will be made, and the place is known to you. Have you not sent the one you love to find me there?
What's wrong with you? Get up!
What are you doing here? Haven't you stirred her up enough?
Well, if you don't think there's anything to worry about, then why are you here?
Look, just because your boyfriend's locked up doesn't mean to say his crazy followers are off the hook. So, she wouldn't listen to you either, eh?
She's stubborn. Everyone needs some kind of protection, even if it's from themselves.
Well, if it's all right with you, Doctor, I suggest we both escort her home this evening. That'll stop you from getting into mischief.
Cordoned off. Send for backup. Give me that. Well, move then!
It is not Martin.
Well, whatever I saw, it wasn't a ghost, that's for sure.
So what are you going to do now?
You okay, sir?
Well, I've been better. What's the score?
Sir, Martin Harris has escaped. He KO'd a guard and did a runner about an hour ago.
What? Is everybody around me dumb and stupid? Find him!
I've secured the area, sir.
It's about bloody time. Now, where would he go if he... Jones, take over. Carrie?
Oh, thank God you're safe. I thought I'd find you here. Oh my God, what happened?
It doesn't matter. She's dead, isn't she?
Yeah. I saw it, Martin. I saw the thing you've been trying to warn us about.
How do we get in?
It was all in an old file that Hatton showed me. McCreer is buried down here, beneath the old chapel, in the catacombs. This is where he took his victims.
That's exactly where we have to go.
Here.
This must be where he brought his victims.
God, it's like... Martin, over here. Oh, God. Be careful, Martin.
Martin, where are you? Oh my God.
Not quite, my dear. Not quite.
You see him too?
Indeed she does, Martin.
For now, at last, I have strength, drawn from the violence and hatred beyond. And so, only one task remains.
And now, I'm the last one.
No, Martin, no. I have saved the best to last. And you will help me. For what is the greatest virtue but love?
Run now, run.
No!
Run now, run!
No!
You are a lost soul, Martin. You have lost your faith. You have lost your hope. Even love has betrayed you. Now you can revenge yourself for all the betrayals. You are the killer now. It has always been inside you. It is inside everyone. It has always been so. Everything man creates, man destroys. And love is the most fragile of all man's follies. Love must die!
Then, at the last stroke of midnight, as the world turns into a new millennium, the beast will be freed.
Brother shall slay brother, father shall slaughter son, and mothers shall cut the throats of their children. When love is lost, the master shall triumph at last.
No! Martin, don't listen to him. Fight it. Don't you give in to his hate. No, Martin. Martin, don't give up on me. I love you. I love you. Do you hear me? I love you and I always have.
She must die!
No.
Do it now, Martin.
Fight him, Martin! Do it for Andrew! And do it for everyone who will die if you don't give it!
Let them die, Martin. All of them. They deserve it.
No! Martin!
And here you, woman.
No!
He is mine! The darkness has claimed its own.
No! I still believe in it!
Do it! Do it! And when love is dead, God is dead!
Callie.
I love you.
Callie! So, Martin, not the sacrifice I foresaw, but what savage irony! For your love was my strength after all. And now the hour is struck. The master is triumphant, and I am free!
It's me. It's Andrew. You must purge your demons. Embrace the light. Embrace the light, Martin. Embrace the light.
I called for an ambulance. Will he be okay?
Oh, I hope so. He's lost a lot of blood.
What happened?
Oh, shit. It's over, Martin.
This isn't how I wrote it in the book.
No, it isn't. Everybody ended up dead in your version, you miserable bastard.
So just you hang in there.
Callie, listen.
You certainly are full of surprises.
I mean it.